back. We're getting set for the varsity game, and we're going over the starting lineups. Matt, can you give me a hand out here? For the Troy Colts, I see number 22. And we got the rosters here someplace. Here we go. 22, 10, 42, 50, and 44. We'll get those names for you in a minute. Now for the Lakers of West Bloomfield. Tommy Green. Carl Flanchbaum.
Yep. All right, let's have a game.
Mike Pulowski, a senior at center. 6'7", going to the height today. Ed Richardson.
Yeah, I think we should. We'll see. We'll see if we shoot well. If we shoot well, we'll be pretty good. If we don't shoot well, it could be a long night.
And Warren Woodruff, I believe they said. Who's those 5 stars for the Troy Colts?
For the Troy Colts, we're going to have number 10, Damian Mayo, number 22, Chris Leader, who is also the team captain, number 42, Will Goldsmith, number 44, Tremaine Dalton, and number 50, Eric Krupitzer.
Something like that. Head coach, Gary Freilich.
In there forever.
Yep.
Assistant coach, Celine Brundage or something.
Give
like
it up.
I have to. I don't know.
Clenny Blundage is what his name is.
Well, why didn't you hop right in there and keep me from making a fool of myself?
Hey, I'm helping you out right now. We got Pulowski in the game right now. Mike Pulowski's in the game. Ed Richardson. We got Tommy Green, Kyle Flantzbaum, and Warren Woodruff. There's your 5.
Here's the nice officials. You give them the name. I'm not saying any more names.
Don Vogt, Bobby Williams, and Mike Kavalich.
Matter of fact, I might take my microphone and go to my room and sulk. Anyway.
Right off the tip, Tommy Green streaks in and lays one off the glass, but it's just a little bit short.
So Troy Colts bring it up on their first offensive possession of the game. Do we have height of the Troy players? Yes, we do.
So this is basically as close to West Bloomfield. Oh, up and over the top. Dalton goes number 10 goes way up. Damian Mayo.
But the Lakers come up with it. And they do not hit again, and it's fast break now for the Troy Colts. And they score.
That's Dalton, number 44, the top player, top scorer, Tremaine Dalton.
Looks like the Troy Colts like to run as much as West Bloomfield does.
Well, as far as sizes are concerned, West Bloomfield and Troy are about right in the wheelhouse for one another. It's going to come down to execution, and shot percentage.
Execution.
I think. Nah, we'll say.
And some more execution.
Yeah, we'll see.
What's that word again? Inside, and they score. Is that Tommy Green?
Tommy Green's quickness.
Troy Colts puts it up.
Mayo with a soft touch.
And it drops.
Nice job. Top players, top 3 scorers for the Troy Colts include Damian Mayo and Chris Leader and Tremaine Dalton.
Tommy Green, and it's picked up by the Colts.
That's number 50, Krupitzer.
And they kick it back out and set it up now. The Lakers got bat to stop that.
Mayo, another nice looking shot right there.
And that one doesn't drop.
Big Ed Richardson in there muscling one down. The mailman way.
As Woodruff has it, knocked out of bounds, still Lakers ball.
I really wish Warren Woodruff would look for a shot a little bit more. He, Coach says he can't get Warren to shoot the ball enough times. He would like to see Warren pull the trigger a few more times than he does.
Yeah, we've only been saying that now for 4 years.
That's it, the 4th year we've been saying it. Most unselfish player on the court. Another turnover by the Lakers.
Starting off a little bit like the JV game did.
Yep, intensity. Troy's coming out with get a lot of intensity. Dalton to Mayo. Back to Dalton. Back to Mayo, back to Dalton.
Playing catch now.
West Bloomfield in their patented 1-2-2 amoeba type zone.
Puts it up. Oh. No, rebound by the Colts.
Krupitzer on that weak side. step through. Nice job, Mayo.
Got the Lakers off their feet, then dumped in underneath them and scores for 2. 6-2, 5-11.
Comes that box press. They drop back into their zone defense on their own. Oh, their man are up.
Flanschbaum tries to drive and he has to pull it back out. Now he pulls it up. No. Pulled down by the Colts.
Kruppitzer with a big time rebound.
And they are off and running like it's another track meet.
Big Ed goes up high.
And the Lakers have it and they bring it back up. Warren drives, spins, kicks it back out. We have traveling. Yes, we do.
That's a tough call right there. A lot of quickness going on out there right now. Leader, a 6'1" senior. We got Dalton, a 6'1" senior. Looks like a senior-dominated team here. Leader with the ball over the Dalton. Got a moving screen right there by number 42, Goldsmith.
Colts cross court.
Mayo.
Inside, back out.
Oh, wide open look for the left-hander. Boom!
Top the key, buries it.
Well, that puts them up a 7-point lead for the Troy Colts.
Flanschbaum tries to split through the defense. Tommy Green for 3. No. Troy Colts is off and running, and it's out of bounds. Oh, saved by the Lakers. No, they say he was out of bounds.
Nice hustle by Warren Woodruff to get back.
Matt, this is exactly how the JV game started, 9-2. And the Lakers roared back in that one and tied it up at about 13 all.
Up and down, up and down. Last couple of possessions down at their end, the Lakers getting off the shots from, quite a ways away from the hoop, and their big guys are getting caught underneath the basket. So all the rebounds are being yanked down by Troy.
John Babby and Andre Upton enter the game for the Colts. Mayo for 3. Boom, baby.
That's his second straight 3, if I remember. If I'm correct. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Dalton hit that
Dalton had
one.
the other one.
All right. Flanschbaum trying to bring it over for the Lakers. As they set it up now. Tommy Green.
Nobody calling for the ball inside of the perimeter-driven Lakers. Oh, Ed Richardson gets it stripped.
Pulls up and connects. That makes it 14-2.
12-point run right there by the Colts. Right now, the intensity is not being matched by the Lakers.
No, and it's basically just 2 guys by the Colts that are basically lighting up the Lakers right now. Damian Mayo, not 5 minutes into it, already has 9 points. Tremaine Dalton has 5.
2-man team right now.
Lakers are also a 1-man team as we've scored once. So Tommy Green with 2.
This Troy Colts, what did you say what the record was?
7-1 Troy Colts.
I believe the only loss was to Pontiac
Central. A 12-point loss, but Troy was in control of that game for most of the way, and Pontiac Central pulled it out in the last 5 minutes of the game. So
Pontiac Central beat West Bloomfield by 1.
They beat them by it was close. Yeah, it was an overtime game. So
not a bad team though. They knocked off the #1 team in the state, Pontiac Northern, on their home court.
Well,
so we know they got the capabilities over there at Central, and that's who our next game will be against here a week from this coming Friday.
I think the Mike Pulowski in there, big fella, but he never got an opportunity to show anything that he could do as far as being a 6'5" player. Coach tried to give. Nice job, Big Ed.
Nice job. Just exploded, went high off the glass.
Ed Richardson makes the basket.
Well done.
Inside.
There's the leader.
Oh!
Leader with the runner.
Warren Woodruff scores on the layup. I think that took a whole 3 seconds, guys.
Yeah. Well, finally we scored. That's good.
16-6.
The 3 of them again, and I'll talk about the officials again. During tonight's game, we got Don Vogt, Bob Williams, and Mike Kavalich.
3 seconds is the call on Troy. The ball goes back to the Lakers.
Actually, I think they're going to call that a foul. They're going to call that a foul on number 34, John Babby. He came in and he just basically gave him an elbow across the lane.
Oh, thanks, Matt. I missed that. That's why we're trying to get you a Telly Award, Matt, and you never miss it. Lakers ball inside.
Oh, all over the
foul.
arm. Great job by Flansbaum. Just showing his ability to handle the ball and keep his eyes up.
We'll send Richardson to the line, shooting 2. Free throw is up, and it drops.
Nice job, Ed Richardson. They're going to need everything they can get from him. But I was going back to Mike Pawlowski. Coach wanted to try to go big against, maybe as big as these guys, as far as 6'5", against all the 6'2" players and 6'1" players of Troy, but he never got an opportunity to get the ball inside. So Mike basically comes out of the game, and they put in a more athletic player in Zach Hilbers, who has the ability to kind of go inside, outside, rebound the ball, do a little better as far as ball handling is concerned. Ed Richardson out, Farrell Kirk in.
Ball was tipped out of bounds over the basket by the Colts, so it's Lakers ball. 16-7 is our score. As we approach 2 minutes, been a fast first quarter.
2 fouls by the Colts, no fouls by the Lakers. That shows how good a shooting that the Troy Colts have done so far.
And Warren looks now. Tommy Green gives it back over to Flansbaum. Look inside.
Oh,
what
my.
Up
and under.
Warren.
See, that's what he can do. Great body control and a great finisher.
16-9.
Got Agame. Oh, Dalton.
And that's what the Lakers need to do, guys, because when they make the basket, that takes Colts out of their running game and allows a chance to get the defense set up. As Colts fire now for 3 again and hits it.
That's Dalton way out there. Nobody in his face.
That's 8 for him in his second three-pointer of the game. Blocking foul.
Talking about Gary Freilich and his son playing at Oakland University right now. He's a Grizzly. Said he's a sophomore as far as his playing goes. He's a junior as far as academically. He says next year might be his year. He's looking down the road, and he gets a few minutes here and there as a Grizzly in Division I at Oakland University.
Well, they got some big-time recruits coming in there.
Tell you what, he was a fun kid to watch when he was playing for Troy.
Oh!
Three-pointed by Warren, and it's a 19-12 game.
Can't get him to shoot enough.
As the Lakers are trying to fight their way back into this, trailing by 7.
Dalton with the ball. Mayo.
Down to under 30 seconds already, guys.
They're spreading it out a little bit.
Gonna hold it for 1.
Well, that's whatever.
As we're down to 15, as you can see it on your score on your screen there, the clock.
What you need to do right here if you're a Laker is make sure you box out and don't give up a second shot. They're going to drive in.
Flansbaum on the foul.
Pretty good foul. Pretty good foul right there. 6.4 to go. Now Troy has to line it all up and go again. That takes time.
And they get it in.
Leader to Dalton.
Drives, pulls it up. No,
and there's that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Good job by the Lakers that time on defense, and it's 19-12 at the end of 1.
You know, a 10-6 run by the Lakers there to get themselves back into that first quarter. Down 7 right now, but they were down by, almost
down
10,
12
right?
early.
Down 12, yeah.
You're watching WBTV, Channel 19. West Bloomfield Schools, your Laker Sports Connection station.
You need sports, we got sports.
Only one bringing you high school basketball around. Comcast doesn't do it anymore.
No, it's us.
Yeah, Channel
WBTV.
19. With Keith Garrison, Livonia Matt.
You got it.
Dandy Don McLean. Don't be confused with the one of the all-time leading scorers in Pac-10 history.
Ex-Piston.
Ex-Piston. Journeyman. Or the guy that sings the
American Pie.
American Pie song, yeah. Not to be confused with him either.
No, he's a notch above all those guys.
All of them.
Well, I guarantee one thing, they make more money than I do.
Little weave look here by the Troy Colts.
Yep. They had the ball to start the second. Look inside. Lakers converge, but they commit the foul.
We had him pinned on the baseline. We got to keep him on the baseline. Krupitzer basically, Krupitzer was able to fight his way around, and he is one of the bigger players out on the court at 6'3". Long arms, number 50.
Yeah, he took that one step, and Farrell Kirk kind of opened the door for him and let him get right around him. And unfortunately, you get a foul picked up by Farrell Kirk.
You know, if you open the door and think you're going to block shots, that's where you, as a defender, that's where you make mistakes. You got to body up underneath there. 2 for 2.
21-12. As they come out with press. Steals it, but he's on the line.
Krupitzer showing some athleticism right there. West Bloomfield's got to have some big people coming back to the ball.
Now they back it off, and the Lakers will get it in. As Flanschbaum goes over to Warren with it. Finds Kirk, but he traveled.
It's got to do decisiveness. You know, you got to be decisive about it. He gets the ball and he goes to the hole. He's probably okay there, but that little extra thought gets him in trouble.
Colts bring it up, leading by 11.
West Bloomfield had a nice little run to end the first quarter. We need to do a good job kind of going right here. Back to Mayo. Leader.
Get a few stops here and get a couple baskets.
And going right back the other way.
Yep, there's a moving screen.
You know, Troy was doing a nice job of attacking the basket in the first part of the game, and they've kind of since basically been real happy, kind of holding the ball for waiting for something. I don't know, kind of an interesting strategy.
21-12, 7 minutes left here in the second quarter.
I don't know.
And Tommy Green gets it right back on the travel.
You know, West Bloomfield's nemesis in the two losses they've had this year has been turnovers and poor shooting from the outside. Tonight, we're down by 11, and you see the exact same things that have hindered us in those two losses. Whoa.
Might have got rid of the walk there. Tipped away by Green. He picks it up. Over to Warren Woodruff, and he scores.
Wow. Defense, you got to love that.
21
Good pass.
Go
ahead. That was great pass by Tommy Green and great body control again by Warren Woodruff to get that in at a tough angle.
Leader off the glass.
Colts answer it. Gets it back up to a 9-point lead, 23-14. As Carl brings it up for the Lakers. He gets it back from Warren. Carl has it once again, and Lakers was like they're having problems trying to get the ball into Zach, who's trying to get it. But
we're holding the ball. We're holding the ball, waiting for something. That's a way to break it open, but you got to make it.
Good job by Warren. Gets the rebounds, kicks it back out to Tommy Green. Knocked away, but they get the blocking foul.
Got that reach around by 22, Chris Leader. It's good to be back here doing some basketball games, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Did a wrestling meet the other day. It turned out real well as West Bloomfield took sole possession of first place in the league, winning a match against Grove 61-8 and knocking off. Bingo!
Big three-pointer by Warren.
He doesn't shoot enough. Keep shooting it, Warren. Have a big night tonight.
He's double figures already, right, Matt?
Yeah, he has 12 so far, with 2 from
12,
way beyond the three-point
12
arc.
of the Lakers 17. One-man show right now.
Oh, Mayo.
Short.
Oh, right. Here we go.
Flanschbaum has it. He drives, kick it to Warren. It goes up and
nice job.
Kyle Flansbaum. Look at that. Through the land of the Giants. He says, no problem, Warren, I got you. Warren's the hot hand out there. Great job, Warren.
Cuts the lead to 4 as Warren got another one now. Which gives
he's got 14 so far. I know, and I guarantee you that time out there was to say, hey, they got 19 points, he's got 14 of them. Find them.
Yeah, Coach Fralick pretty much knows what's going on over there every second of the game.
See the cheerleaders out there for the Lakers doing a good job.
Yep. Now I was going back to the wrestling meet. The second match was a match against the undefeated Avondale Yellow Jackets, and the victory for the Lakers, 45-15 in that one. So those of you that got a chance to watch that match last Wednesday, which I think was aired on Thursday, but a phenomenal show of wrestling talent, ability for the Lakers.
So what you're saying is the Yellow Jackets weren't buzzing that night.
I don't know. They were big.
Huh?
Everybody out there that's watching, all three of them are saying, what the heck are they talking about? If they have the sound on at all.
Yeah, they might turn it down, but they don't have to listen to us.
I don't blame them.
5 minutes left here in the second. 4-point lead as the Lakers have cut it down.
Steve Agamy in the game now for Troy. You got Agamy, you've got Mayo, you've got Dalton on the wing now.
Rebound by the Colts, 3-pointer.
Oh, man, that thing barely almost clipped the rafters.
I expect to see rain any second now.
Got to reverse the ball.
Lakers have to face a little bit more pressure this time, bringing it down.
Not a bad job of the box right there and breaking the box right there by the West Bloomfield Lakers.
And the Colts come back with the ball.
Tommy Green trying to shoot that ball, got it batted back in his face. Upped him with the screen.
Another 3-point.
Mayo with the air ball.
Yep. Only the net foul with Zach Huber's hands that time. Warren drives, puts it up. Oh, and can't finish.
Mayo with the rebound, hands it off to Agamy, and here they come.
And bring it up, leading by 7. Under 4 minutes in this quick play game so far. Troy Colts move that ball around.
They're not 7-1 for nothing.
Inside.
Upton.
Oh, can't finish. Tommy Green poured it down, give it to Carl, and he brings it up.
Tommy Green's had some high flying action. They got Warren Woodruff on the wing.
3-pointer.
Bingo! Warren Woodruff, 17. Single-handedly keeping West Bloomfield in this game.
What a first half for Warren.
Showing that he's a quiet player that can take over the load when he needs to.
And Colts look inside, but kick it back out. Now's the drive. Not the way. Kirk goes up.
Oh,
Tommy Green can't control it, out of bounds.
that was one heck of a look, though.
To be really honest, he saw it. He knew what he wanted to do with the ball. Take a little bit off of it, but a great idea. Pharaoh Kirk.
Where's the baseball coach when you need him?
Yeah, you know what? That might be your next great pitcher, huh? He threw a fastball right down the middle, right in the heart of the plate. Agamy.
Slow it down a little bit. One of the few times that they seem to do that.
So a little bit of a weave.
4-point lead for the Colts. As they move it around, looking for an easy shot.
Abby Kropitzer.
Inside, and they score.
That's a reversal problem right there. They got us all stretched out.
Approaching the 2-minute mark. And it's saved, but the Colts come up with it. And Warren steals it. Great defensive job that time by Warren. He's doing it on both ends of the court. 3-pointer.
Bingo!
Oh, that's it on.
points. First half for Warren Woodruff. Woo!
Cuts it to 3.
And I think I just heard Coach Freilich say foul him.
Oh, push
Big
off by
move.
Doug. Block shot by Richardson. And off and running.
Over to Green.
Fine.
No.
Wow, look at all the contact.
Hilbers flags it down. Go to Warren.
Oh, there's a
Push off.
there.
Got to call
They're gonna
that.
extend it out on him. They want him to come out to him.
28-25. We're down to a minute.
Oh, it's
And
foul.
we have a foul.
Finally. Boy, they're letting them play tonight. Wow. There is some contact. Serious.
Free throw is good by Richardson. Chance to cut it to 1 here, guys.
It's a heck of a story tonight. 59 seconds.
And the shot is up. No, follow through, and Hilbers follows him, and we go to the line shooting 2.
Warren Woodruff took a gamble right there and almost ended up in all of our laps.
Yeah, the newspaper
Save the
reporter
TV.
sitting next to us almost had him.
We had our drinks all covered,
Yep.
though. Babby at the line, doing a nice job in there for the Colts.
Oh, and misses the first.
28-27. Boy, the way this game started, you didn't say this thing was going to get away from West Bloomfield, but Warren Woodruff, who doesn't shoot enough, all of a sudden is starting to light it up tonight. 21st half points, great defense.
And the second free throw is good. 2-point lead now for the Troy Colts. Knocked away, out of bounds, so belongs to the Lakers. Stay tuned at halftime for varsity pom-poms and maybe varsity cheerleaders.
Palms are all dressed up tonight, looking good.
Led by the coach, Sally Unrath. Warren gets a bat, brings it up.
Smart player, smart player. Never
We've
drug
only been
himself
saying
into a
that for the
trap.
past 4 years also.
Yep.
Got his start under Garrison and Matt over here at the high school level.
Yep, we had the JV that year. Kept him as a freshman on the JV.
Fires another triple. Oh, short. Controlled by the Colts. Behind the back. Takes it, pulls it up. No. Rebound. Woodward knocks it down. Picks it up. Gives it to Hilbers.
Zach's got to blow by him. He's got to blow by him. Lot of contact.
He blew by him, but he forgot to shoot the ball.
11 seconds to go. First half.
Tommy Green. No. Hilbers gets the ball. Takes it to the hole. No. Tommy Green. No. Everything but tie it up.
Wow.
What a first half job by Warren, though.
Oh my gosh, kept us in that thing.
If it wouldn't have been for him, this game might be over already.
Well, it would have been definitely a climbing back into it. Right now, Troy has to play it straight up. They can't go into any kind of a stall. Phenomenal first half.
So we're going to watch the varsity pom-poms as Sally says, come on, let's get out here, let's get out here. As they are dressed up in their red, white, and blue with the American
They
flags on
sure
their
are.
outfits. So let us be quiet and turn it over to the pom-poms. job there by the varsity Poms. And we're going to take a short pause and be back here. All right, now we're going to have the varsity cheerleaders. Hope you enjoy them as they entertain the crowd. All right, we'll be back for the second half of this varsity game here on Channel 19. All right, Matt, give us those point totals for the first half here.
Well, first we'll run down the Troy Colts. They had 29 in the first half. Damian Mayo had 8. Stephen Agamy had 3. Chris Leader had 4. John Babby had 3. Tremaine Dalton with 8. And Eric Krupitzer with 2. Foul trouble for the Colts. There really isn't anybody. The only one that has any amount would be Chris Leader. He has 2 fouls. For the Lakers, Ed Richardson has a total of 5 points, and Tommy Green has 2, and Warren Woodruff had 20 points, including 4 3-pointers in that first half.
Keep West Bloomfield in the game.
Basically keeping them in the game. No foul troubles at all for the Lakers, as Flansbaum, Kirk, and Hilbers all have 1.
So it's a 2-point deficit for the Lakers as Flansbaum throws it up and travels.
A lot of contact, no call, traveling.
Well, guys, I just went over and talked to Dwayne. I wanted to find something out, and he informed me that the districts are here at West Bloomfield.
Which means we're playing the first game.
Which means we'll be playing the first night. So we'll look for those games here on Channel 19. We will follow the Lakers as far as they go in the tournament.
Oh, then they call it cheapy.
Switch it down. Switch it down. So it's Troy Colts ball. First foul. Who was that foul on, guys?
You got Warren Woodruff.
Okay. So that foul was on Ed Richardson, and that sent number 42.
That's Upton.
No, that's Will Goldsmith.
Will Goldsmith to
Goldsmith.
the line for Troy Colts. And it's 1 of 2. Makes it a 3-point lead here in quarter number 3. As Warren has it, goes over to Kyle again. He looks inside as they got the big guy back in, trying to get him going in the middle for the Lakers.
Pulowski in the game, Tommy Green, Warren Woodruff, Ed Richardson. Same starting lineup that we started with.
Tommy Green came out, gives it right back to Kyle. As the Lakers are being patient at the moment, guys. Tommy Green drives, pulls up. No.
Oh, Warren Woodruff got pushed from the back by Mayo. Got away with it.
As Troy Colts bring it up inside. Oh, one pass too many, maybe.
Good
and the Lakers
save.
come up with it. Tommy Green. Inside. Richardson scores.
Good look by Tommy Green. Eyes up. Nice dime. Leader with the ball.
The Colts now lead by 1. Back out. Fires away. A triple.
Wow, Chris Leader's been deadly. I believe 3 from 3 from that spot.
The 6'1" senior.
You got Leader, Mayo, and Dalton as the 3 big killers for Troy Colts.
Predominantly a senior-led team, guys. As Warren goes over to Flansbaum. Drives into the land of Giants, and he misses. can't tie up the ball. Colts pull up and fire and scores.
We can't lose ground here. We got to make baskets. We got to do a better job on the glass. We cannot lose ground.
Warren throws it up and was fouled. And would go to the line, I believe, shooting 2.
Coach Fralick disagrees with that call, but no avail. It will be underneath, though.
Lakers get it in as Green has it over to Kyle now. Pushing it around the perimeter. We have a little reaching in foul that time.
I think, you know, they don't call any of the brutal contact, and you get a little touch foul at the top, and they blow the whistle on it. Obvious, I guess. Got that's the second one on Dalton. 6-point lead by the Colts.
Yeah, Warren Woodruff has it. Gets it back to Warren, and they get on him quickly, guys.
Yeah, they found him. They found him.
Pulls up by Kyle, and he scores.
Nice job finding some space for himself. Nice pick by Pulowski, and in for 2.
35-31 as we are already under 5 minutes.
Mayo.
No. And the Lakers come up with it. Long up-court pass. Kirk goes over to Woodruff, and he fires.
Oh, no. He got hammered.
And no. Fight for the ball inside. Who comes up with it? Warren does. A lot of contact under there,
wow,
guys.
A lot of contact on a three-point shot, too.
Over to Warren again.
Pulled down from the three-point arc.
That's up. Just barely hits the front of the rim as the Colts pull it down. They bring it up. Almost throw it away.
Leader with the ball.
No, and Kirk pulls it down for the Lakers.
We need to do a better job of maximizing the good looks right here. We need a good look. Get that ball to Richardson. There you go.
And
he travel.
Shuffled his feet.
Yeah.
Indecision. I don't know if he wanted to make the pass, but he definitely shuffled before he dribbled the ball. Little indecision by Ed. 4-point lead by the Colts. The Colts are definitely not trying to do the same things they did in the first half, where they ran their offense through Dalton. Seems like everything's kind of going through Leader right now.
Yeah, they went through Dalton and they went through Mayo the first quarter, and they really haven't looked to them guys since.
Stolen by the Lakers. To the hole. No, Woodruff turns around and is fouled. We shoot 2 this time.
I think we might have another foul on 44 right there. That'd be his 3rd foul, if it is. Nope.
Foul again on number 10.
Mayo for the push.
That's his first.
The 6'2" senior.
Warren looked like he's pressed that shot just a little bit. There it is.
Makes the
Found his
second.
stroke. That's sometimes a good thing. You get your stroke back at the free throw line, you know? Mayo.
Back out. And he fires a triple.
Boy, oh boy, he's a dagger out there with that left hand.
Another senior, 6'1". And almost had a bird's eye view of that player, guys. To the hole and scores. 40-32. The lead's up to 8 now. And the Lakers get it over. Flanchbaum pulls up, fires, no. Out of bounds.
The ball got tipped, I think, off Flanchbaum's shot. Eight-point lead by the Colts. Timeout by the Lakers.
I think that's a good timeout.
Yeah. I'm exhausted.
Last couple of times down the court, the Lakers didn't get the shots that they were looking for.
Yep.
You know, when you got Flansbaum firing him up from 22, 23, you know, with a guy in his face, it's not really the shot you're looking for.
You know, he's really good at finding teammates, but sometimes when he starts to feel it a little bit, he has to shoot the ball. He just knows it's going in. But when you got a big guy out there, you got to be smart.
You don't see that screen, but the Troy Coast cheerleaders are coming right at us out there on the court.
Flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop.
Yep. Doing them somersaults. 8-point deficit for the Lakers here in the third. 2:39 left to play. The team fouls, guys, are 3 on Troy, 2 on the Lakers.
You got Dalton, Leader, Upton. You got, you see here, Krupitzer and Mayo for the Colts. For the Lakers, you got Pulowski, Kirk, Woodruff, Flansbaum, and Ed Richardson. Kind of an interesting 5, really.
I believe they're all seniors too, guys.
No, not all these guys. You mean the Colts?
Yep, that's what I mean. Missed shot. Colts rough and running. Block.
Nice job.
Lakers. And Colts gets it back. Inside. A little sloppy there, and Lakers come out with it. Can Warren save it?
Oh, he traveled. He traveled.
Timeout by Troy.
I'm going to disagree with that one there. He was behind the play. Couldn't see if he had possession or not. That ball was never held by anybody.
Look like diving for a loose football out there, guys.
I tell you, you know what? We say this over and over again every year. How smart Warren Woodruff was. He chases that ball down. He knows he doesn't have a chance to save it to any of his players. So what's he do? He flips it off somebody's leg.
Yep.
There you see the Troy Colts cheerleaders, what we was talking about.
Right
making me dizzy just watching them.
I wasn't sure the first one was going to stop. I thought she was going to come right here to the table.
Moving.
Do I get kicked in the head?
Ouch.
2:07 left here, man. This game is just moving right along, guys.
Yep, this is a, like I said, very few fouls. 5 fouls total this half. The play is going on. Not a lot of stoppages for anything. Leader with the ball, Mayo.
Now Troy slows it down.
You can't come from behind all the time and expect yourself to be real successful. West Bloomfield got back into it in the first half, but they built themselves a 8-point lead or a deficit right now. Gonna have to come out of it pretty soon.
Troy is just sitting on it at the moment.
Running some clock. A smart coach tells his team, let's run some clock.
And they turn it over. Up to Kirk.
Oh.
There's a foul on 44, Dalton.
That's 3 on Dalton. Pharaoh Kirk going to the line. Notice he got hit on his hand a little bit there. He needs to shake it off and make these 2. Get this thing down to 6.
Shot is good.
Pulowski giving some good minutes out there right now for West Bloomfield. Kyle Flansbaum doing his normal thing with the ball handling. Assists. Warren Woodruff going off with a 21-point outing so far.
David Merritt checks into the game for the first time tonight.
I'll tell you what, you want to see some defense. This little boy right here can play some D. He will come out at you. And I think this last minute and a half, coach is saying, let's put the pressure on these guys and let's try to get some steals. Also giving Kyle Flansbaum a breather. 6-point lead.
34 for the Lakers, 40 for the Colts.
That's Stephen Agami.
I believe this is his first time we've seen him tonight.
No, he's busting a couple, man.
Was he? Okay, well, it shows what I know.
He was the one that hit that rainbow that still hasn't come down yet.
Okay. Brought the snow, huh?
You got that weave going right now. Minute and a half to go. Minute to go now.
Yeah, a minute. And they just working the ball outside.
Got that weave looking.
Looks almost like the Dean Smith version, you know?
Yeah, they're just running a three-man weave.
We're
up
like
top.
the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, and
they had the weave.
they're going to stay out there until West Bloomfield comes out.
And there's really no sense in West Bloomfield to come out, really.
You got a full quarter left to play. 30 seconds left.
Plus, Troy really hasn't done that well when they went into this offense yet. 25 seconds to go.
There you see the clock on your screen. You can keep track of the time.
West Bloomfield 34, Troy Colts 40. There he is.
Shot is up. No. Rebound by the Lakers. Do they have time?
Gonna have to shoot it.
Shoot it.
Nope.
Couldn't find a handle. I think he dribbled that with every part of his body except his hand.
He's a dribbling machine.
That's it. We're done with 3, 40 to 34.
Right.
As the cheerleaders now for the for the Lakers are out on the court. Yeah, the go fight win cheer
Go
out
fight,
there.
win. Go fight win.
You can't miss that one up, can you?
Go fight win.
Keith.
And I think that's in every team's repertoire.
We ready?
Bump.
Come on.
Set.
Go.
Fight.
Win.
See, it works.
We get something right over here.
We're going to try. We're going to try.
Well, Dandy Don, back in his days in high school, was the head of the Pontiac Central cheer team. 3-year captain.
Oh, boy. Here goes the rumors now.
He was at the top of the pyramid.
Todd, they were dumping me on my head. Troy goes the ball, and he turned that over.
There's a travel.
You know what?
There were 2 fouls there. We both are thinking the same thing, but he got away with it, and the other guy basically
yeah, the other guy wasn't. No matter what he did, he was going to get the ball.
So Lakers need to score here as they trail by 6. Tommy Green back out to Warren. Looking inside for Hilbers.
Get hit.
Merritt drives, dishes it off.
Bingo!
And Richardson hits it.
Big Ed.
He just floats, doesn't he?
4-point lead for the Colts. Inside, make it 6 again.
Mayo. He's been quiet since that first quarter.
Yeah.
I want to get you, Sanders,
since the first 3 minutes, he's been
with
quiet.
some Mayo on it.
There
You don't quit crying for it. Merritt. Green, back to Merritt, fires a triple.
Big shot. Merritt hit a couple of big shots in the last victory against Royal Oak Kimball.
40-39. Inside. Acrobatic behind the back shot.
If that one would have went straight up, I think Richardson would have pinned that on the glass. I mean, his head was close to hitting the iron.
He can jump. He has worked very, very hard.
Coach Moore wants a timeout.
I think he wants to change something up on the defensive end. We're chasing everybody right now and trying a lot for steals. You know, Troy's a very good ball handling team. It's hard to get steals unless, of course, you use some traps. He may end up coming up and saying, let's try to trap him in some areas, try to get him in some areas and get some steals, as opposed to always trying to steal man on man.
Dipping back in my time, Keith, man, when we used to hit the bars, listening to that, We Will Rock You.
I never hit the bars, man.
Oh, yeah, right.
That's honest. I was reading books.
Yeah, just like you eat soup and salad, we know.
Yeah. Oh, fancy. Mayo.
You want a little ham on that, Mayo?
I think he wants a little mustard for the dog right there.
43-39.
Dalton back in the game. Mayo taking a breather. Here comes the, looks like a little diamond look.
John goes Merritt, back to Green.
On the arm. Good.
I almost called David John out there, guys.
Yep. Well, he's only about a foot shorter than
Yeah,
John.
that's what I'm
Foot,
saying.
I'd say 2 foot.
Maybe so.
You know, I haven't checked the papers. I wonder how John's doing down there.
He's getting about 8-9 minutes a game right now at Kent. Good job, Tommy. 4-point lead by Troy Colts.
I saw, speaking of college, I saw Lisa Copeland's dad, and he said Lisa's getting some minutes a game, not a lot, but she's getting a few.
In the West
Up there at
Bloomfield.
Fresno State. Out of bounds, still Colts ball. And there's half of the Lakers starting girls basketball team sitting over there. Into the corner, the shot is up. No, Hilbers pulls it down.
I don't think that Coach Fralick liked that shot.
Green goes to Merritt. Merritt drives. Ed Richardson puts it in.
2-point lead, or 1-point lead.
44-43.
Cropitzer to Agame. Skip pass.
Oh, he's on the line.
He was on the line.
But no, as you're talking about what Merritt's doing down at Kent State, Keith and I are planning on going up to Central here February 9th as Kent State will come up to Mount Pleasant to play the Chippewas.
Is that on a Saturday?
That is a Saturday, so if you're welcome to ride on up there if you'd like, Dan.
Well, you know, I just might have to take you guys up on that. We'll talk more about that later. I'm sure you got connection on tickets.
Yeah, the box office.
A Central Michigan guy like you? Oh, I mean, you just lived in Mount Pleasant. You didn't go to see him.
No.
Okay. Colts ball, they lead by 1.
I'm working on tickets right now through many, many connections at the college level.
Yeah.
Agame taking a few steps to the side. Mayo with the ball. Looking around. Agame. Mayo. Agame.
They're playing a lot different than they did in the first half, man. They were
Yeah.
running and gunning. Now they're slowing things down, leading by 1, under 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Inside. Blocked by Richardson, and Tommy Green brings it up for the Lakers. Over to Merritt. Fires. No. Tommy Green goes back up. He's fouled.
+1. That's all Zach Hilbers right there, fighting for the loose ball. Tips it back to Tommy Green, who goes in strong. Finishes. Nice job. 7-1 Troy Colts. We got a 6-2 West Bloomfield team.
Lakers lead by 1 with Tommy Green up the line to see if he can add one more to that.
Right now fighting for second place in OAA Division II.
And
shot.
he connects.
2-point lead for the Lakers. First lead of the night.
Look inside. No. Tommy Green fights. Silvers comes up with it.
It's amazing how things change when the lead changes. That shot dropped all night long for Mayo and Dalton. And now all of a sudden,
And the last time down the floor, they wasted a minute and a half, and that time they wasted 10 seconds.
Silvers. Back to Merritt.
Merritt playing some valuable minutes here tonight.
I said that. He really can, he can give you a lot of good things.
The sophomore, David Merritt.
When he puts that growth spurt on, he's going to be a tough kid to defend.
Into Green, and
Wow.
he scores. A great pass by Hilbers.
Nice job, Zach. 4-point lead, Lakers.
Great body control by Tommy Green. He catches the ball facing the opposite way, turns in midair, and lays it off the glass.
And Troy Colts call timeout.
Excitement by the West Bloomfield Lakers. Intensity. I think they've matched Colts' intensity. And
now we're getting a little action by the Lakers cheerleaders.
Whoa. There's some height on this.
Yep, she's got an eye on that one.
Wow. They make it look so easy. They make it look like, well, never mind.
I can do that too, but I bounce off my head. Oh, Keith.
3:39 to go.
See the crowd there.
Good night to be a Laker. You know, Troy Colts just went into a stall maybe a little too early in this game. It gets you out of your flow, you know, that offensive rhythm that you get. They quit looking for their shot, and they're trying to find it again. I mean, you got a good shooter in Dalton, you got a good shooter in Mayo and Leader, and none of them have shot anything in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Puts it up. Tough shot. Hilbers pulls it down.
Big rebound by Zach Hilbers.
Doing the job down the stretch, guys. Warren has it. Over to Green. Back to Warren. Hilbers goes into Green. Oh, and it's blocked.
Yeah, I think that was blocked by the foam.
Dalton. Leader.
Good job by Warren.
Look who gets in the loose ball again.
Warren shooting 1-and-1 at the other end.
Use his speed, guys, to get that one.
That's more than speed, desire. Warren Woodruff is desire, in my opinion. No one has more of it out here on this court. Big shot. 5-point lead for the Lakers, 2:51 to go.
49-44.
It's a great shot in the Laker gym right there.
Jamie Long, a camera operator on that camera, doing a good job tonight. Knocked away. David Merritt picks it up.
See, Troy's trying to force it now.
Merritt just brings it up slowly. Green gets it back out to Warren. Now the Lakers are going in that stall. Back to Green to Warren. And he was taken down.
Pretty much knocked down by Leader right there.
As the Troy coach guy wanted over and back.
Well, he did go over and back, but he was tackled.
He was forced to get there.
A tackle that Keith would have been proud of, right?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a little high.
Yeah.
Warren misses. Tommy Green sneaks in. Oh, can't come up with it.
How did he sneak in there?
We're approaching 2 minutes.
Leader.
3, 4. Oh!
Wow.
Here comes the rain again, man. Is that one just almost hit the roof?
Rainbow.
Tommy Green is Hilbers, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think he needs to go right straight up with that one. I think they never get blocked on it. Little hesitation, but he's at the line to earn 2.
He hasn't scored yet tonight, has he, Matt?
Who's that, Hilbers?
Yep.
No, this would be his first point.
But he's been active in the second half.
He didn't play much in the third, but he's been active here in the fourth.
He's been rebounding the ball well. He's been dishing the ball well. He's been handling the ball well out on the perimeter.
He's been out-muscling other Troy Colts for the ball as well.
Yes. Doing a good job, Zach Hilbers. Only a junior. 3-point lead. In stereo.
We We practiced that all night.
Whoa! Almost got one back.
4-point Laker lead.
Watch out for Dalton. He can light that thing up. Right now, they're mirror and leader. They've got basically a David Merritt working his tail off against leader.
3-point.
Oh, they're going to call that on leader for a push-off. Oh, wait.
Merritt.
That is a bad call.
That's, you know what?
That
How
is
can
a
you even
horrible
see
call.
that if you're watching the shooter?
Nope, that is a horrible call because that was totally started there by Mr. Leader. All Merritt was doing was playing good defense, and Leader got frustrated by it
And pushed.
shoved him.
That's right.
Missed shot, and Troy gets it back. 4-point Laker lead with 1:20 left.
He's
in the
walking.
game.
Oh, he's moving all over the place.
Puts it up. 2 points. 51-49. You see the scoreboard there, the clock on your screen. Up to Tommy Green. Out of bounds. Troy Colts has it.
Right there's a situation where you've got Troy gets a foul from David Merritt for playing so hard, and then over on the other side where Mayo is all over Tommy Green and there's no call.
Did they call a technical?
We'll see. Yep, he's calling a technical foul.
I believe it's on Troy Colts.
It is. That means it's going to be a free throw for the Lakers and the ball.
And Zach Herberts is walking down here, touching his head, saying, brains. The ball's just going over to the Lakers.
They got a double technical, it looks like.
The double technical is Lakers ball then on the possession arrow.
Lakers are going with 4 guards on the court.
Flash bomb goes back to Merritt, and he is fouled.
That's 5 on leader. He's gone.
And that's a double shot. 2 shots coming up for Merritt. We're in the double bonus.
That's 5 on leader.
Well, if it wasn't intense before, it sure has gotten intense this past minute.
Last 30 seconds. Agme is in for leader. Another good 3-point threat.
50 seconds left. You see everything, the scoreboard there on your screen.
Wow, these are big shots right here.
So we're having some Troy Colt fans escorted out.
A little bit on the rowdy side. Nice shot. 3-point lead.
Three-point lead, Troy Colts ball. We know they can the threes. They've been doing it all night.
Yep.
Inside, knocked away by Richardson. He comes up with it.
30 seconds to go.
And Warren just stands there and runs interference, and we get a foul.
Warren is so good.
He says, you know what? Try to go around me. Just stay behind me. We got 10 seconds. They'll have to come and foul you.
He's so good, man. And this makes a 2-possession game. We need to, and we got a lot of emotion going on out here. And that's intensity. 2 good teams going at it. The Troy Colts didn't get to be 7-1 by not being a good, intense team. Likewise for the Lakers.
Merritt misses the first.
He needs this one to make it a 2-possession game.
Second one is up, and he cans it.
2-possession game for the Lakers.
4-point lead.
The defense is extended for the Lakers, taking away that
have all the
three-point
time in
threat.
the world to be dribbling the ball out there.
Here's the 3-point threat, and Dalton. Oh, Warren Woodruff! Pin as a goaltend. Nice job.
And I believe we're going to have a free throw coming up.
No, they're just going to call the
possession.
goaltending.
That's a goaltend. 2 more for Warren. What a steal.
He just took it right from him.
Took it from him. Wow.
No, they are shooting, guys. I told you. Warren Woodruff's going to go to the line to shoot.
They called a foul?
They called a foul, and the goaltend counts the basket.
I guess they're going to call the foul.
6-point lead.
I guess they're going to call the foul on the contact, and then as he's going up, and then he pinned it on the glass on the way down.
Wow. So. What a turnaround sparked by this man right here. Nice job.
7-point Laker lead, and the Lakers are going to come out of this game with the victory.
We'll see you in Troy, I guess. Boy, this thing's going to be crazy next time. Big win for the Lakers. Big win. Crazy win.
Let's go. You guys, I'm going to step out here and let you two talk. I'll get Warren over here for we talk with him, and maybe we get another player or two. So, okay.
Well, Matt, in the first half, Troy looked like they wanted to take this thing and pretty much run away with it. They were running, they were gunning. There wasn't a 3-point shot they didn't like. The second half, they kind of closed that down, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did. I mean, just a phenomenal game, both parts. Troy actually took control of the whole first half, and West Bloomfield came out in the second half, and then, just the emotion carried them through the victory.
Led by Warren, his defense, and I even like the spark that David Merritt gave the Lakers. What do you think?
Oh, he came off and did an outstanding job. For not playing, I think, a minute in the first half, he comes out in the second half, and I think he played all the fourth quarter, and sparingly in the third, and just did a phenomenal job of shutting down Mr. Leader, and valuable minutes. I think he ended up with 5 points down the stretch.
Wow.
I still say you have Warren and Tommy playing those corners. You probably win 2 more games.
Yep. And we got Dwayne Jones helping us with our football recruiting.
We don't know.
Wow. What a game.
But those guys is amazing.
Hey, that's why we've been trying to get those guys forever.
An amazing defensive performance by Tommy Green, Warren Woodruff, Ed Richardson, David Merritt coming into the game, giving some valuable minutes. Holy mackerel. David, come on over. Congratulations, David.
Thank you.
Wow. Now that's a tough team you just played. They're 7-1, now 7-2 Troy Colts. You sat the whole first half pretty much. You come out in the second half. What were you asked to do coming into the game with basically a minute and a half to go in the third quarter?
All I'm trying to do is bring energy and play good defense and turn it up on offense. And I came in and I did my job.
Now, you always had a good-looking shot. Defense, I've been impressed with you every time I've seen you this year, coming out, giving a little bit of defense. Now, you got a little bit of a foul down there on the hole. What was that all about?
Well, I didn't want him to get the ball because he's a great shooter. And I was all up on him, and he pushed me, and they called the foul on me.
That's frustration foul. We're looking at it called frustration foul, and it kind of got in his head a little bit. That made him come down here and basically fouled out, trying to do the same thing. What does this win mean for the Lakers right now?
It means a lot because we didn't play good last week, and we barely beat Kimball, and then we lost to Troy Athens, and we just wanted to come out and bring some intensity. And to win a league championship, we had to win this game.
What are the plans? We got a game on Friday. Who do we play on Friday?
Mumford.
Okay, got Mumford, which is not a league game. Then we come back in the next couple weeks, basically next Friday, I think, against Pontiac Central here. Another obvious winning situation for us. We need to get that win. When we play with such small players, because we don't really have much size, when you put 5 guards out there, how hard is that for the defense to try to defend us?
It's very hard because you got 3 or 4 ball handlers that can handle the ball and get into the middle. And when they're playing the zone and you're quick, they can't really hold you.
Right. Is there any part of the game tonight that you believe that, oh my gosh, what's happened here as it was slipping away in the first half? Did you have any kind of doubts or inklings of like, oh boy, we got to get it going because of how we played in the last couple games?
Well, no, we've always started out sluggish, but we didn't want to do that tonight, even though we did. But we came back, Warren gave us a lift, and it was a good game.
Wow. Warren, thank you very much, David. Stick around, okay? We're not done with you yet. Okay, Warren Woodruff, I'm not sure what you ended up with, but you had 20 first half points to keep the Lakers into the game. Phenomenal effort. Congratulations, first of all. I'll hand this thing over to you in a second. All right, we've already asked David a lot of questions about Troy. They definitely are a different team this year than they were last year.
Yeah, they've improved a lot from last year. They have a lot of good shooters who come in, and they're a tough team. I think they're the best team in the division. They almost beat Pontiac Central, so.
So yeah, they had Pontiac Central in the first half, kind of the same way they had us in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay, looking for your shot tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, about time. Only took 4 years.
4 years, yeah.
4 years to finally look for your shot.
We begged him as a freshman to shoot on the JV team, and he just wouldn't do it. But finally, in one night, I think you put up 50 shots tonight, or what?
I don't even know.
Okay, now for both you guys, first Warren, and then I'll go to David on it. The Troy comes out. They're running the ball. They're throwing the ball. They're hitting the open spots. They got some three-point shooters that are just gunning, hitting everything. Now in the second half, kind of held the ball, kind of took that flow, started changing a little bit. Did that help us?
I think it helped us. They were at the beginning they kept pushing the ball and they were playing like the way we like to play. And once they started slowing it down, I think they got out of their rhythm that they had early, and it made it difficult for them to come back.
Okay, now there are 3 leaders on the team. Well, first 3 leaders. One of them being leader, Mayo, and then
Dalton.
Dalton with 3 big guns. They basically were as advertised, as good as advertised. Did you guys try to do something different against those 3 guys tonight, David?
We tried to shut down leader, and he's a great shooter. And when we're playing the zone, you have to get up on him so he can't just take that open shot. And we tried to isolate him and get him to pass the ball.
Okay. Warren, same kind of question as far as with Dalton. I mean, Dalton came out. He's a left-handed dagger, man. He's out hitting that shot from the outside like it's a layup. You start worrying about a guy like that, or you think he's going to shoot himself out of his basic rhythm?
Well, Coach, all week we've been practicing just double teaming the shooters. And anytime leader gets the ball, we got to remember that they got other 2 shooters over there, so we got to get a hand in their face. He just makes sure that we get a hand in their face at all times.
Okay, now you're basically putting Troy right now as far as how they played the game as a team, because they do play as a team, ahead of Pontiac Central as far as the teams that you played so far?
Yeah, I still think they're better than Pontiac Central. It's just they fell apart against us and they fell apart against Pontiac Central. I think it was because of the pressure.
Right. How far can a team like Troy go without having maybe a guy that's a real good ball handler? Because they really didn't have that ace ball handler like what we have, where we have a couple, 3 guys that can handle the ball.
Yeah, they depend on the shot a lot. And early in the game, the shot was falling. But once that shot stops falling, it makes it very difficult for them because they don't have someone that can penetrate the ball as well.
We matched up well with them in size. They were 6'1", we were 6'1", we're 5'8", they're 5'8", all the way across the board. So the difference tonight was what?
Defense. I think it was defense. We cranked it up in the second half, got us some steals, got on the break, and we finished. And that was good.
The same thing that got us in the hole early by them, where they were getting defense and turnovers and putbacks and long shots, is the same thing that got us back into it, which with our defense, our aggressiveness, basically on the ball in the trapping areas. There was one point where it looked like we were kind of chasing everybody around the court. Coach Moore took a timeout. Did he try to change the strategy as far as how you guys were going to try to trap it a little better or different?
Yeah, he told us to just stop trapping the corners as much because it was leaving guys up top wide open. And he said once the guy gets in the corner, you just got to play him one-on-one and not let him go baseline and just stop the shot from the top of the key and just prevent the outside shot.
Yeah, earlier in the game, and that's where Dalton had all his points. I think he had 10 or 11 at half, and 9 of them, I think, came from the top of the key.
That's phenomenal. Exciting game. The fans were into it. I mean, you got to look at this game right now. They're going to be, these guys right here, I think from Troy, just circled this game for when you guys go over to Troy. you got to match the intensity that Troy brings, because they definitely bring a high level of intensity from the opening tip. And we go over there, you know what you're going to be expecting, because it's not going to be much different than this right here. Now, as far as anything else in this game that is good as far as West Bloomfield's concerned, being that we're in a slump, Warren, in the last couple games, as far as offensively?
Yeah, I think just we were in a slump because the last couple games, because we didn't come out hard and we didn't our defense wasn't working together. Everyone's working together as a team. So this was a big confidence builder for us going into the long stretch.
And looking, 4 minutes into this game, you probably could have, went to the bench and said, hey, here we go again, down 12 or 14 points early in the first quarter.
Right.
But you guys come out, especially you in the first half, with 20 points out of the team's 25 at halftime. And it's good to see you out there calling for the ball and shooting them up there. I think you had 4 3-pointers in the first half.
I think the closest guy to guarding you that one time was Coach Freilich himself, as he's clapping like this behind you. So he knew you were dangerous at that time, but everybody was so worried about the penetrators, because when you're a good ball handler like we have, Flansbaum always trying to get in the seams and drop the ball off to Ed or drop the ball off to Zach Hilbers, it makes it so difficult because the wings have to collapse on that. And as soon as that happens, they get the dish to you on the open look. But Coach knew that you were the guy that was killing them, and they couldn't rotate to you. So it was an interesting little cat and mouse game that was going on between them on the defensive side and you and the Lakers on the offensive end. So very, very interesting. And it kept us in the game, and we kept saying that. Didn't know what was going to happen in the second half, but at least we had a chance.
Now, you got Mumford next, right? What do you know about them? What is their record?
Besides, it's Coach Moore's alma mater.
Yeah. They're a pretty good team. They beat Cooley, who we beat earlier this year, and I know they're quick, so they're going to be out and running up and gunning the whole game. So it's going to be a high score.
You don't expect the four corners weave or anything like that?
You don't expect it? It's going to be fast breaking back and forth.
I don't think so, David.
80, 78 kind of game.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's actually going to put you in tune, in step for league play next week, where, like I said, Friday night right here, guys, WBTV, we're going to be putting on a show as Pontiac Central is coming on down. And, again, a much-needed victory to make sure that we stay in that race for Division II supremacy. I mean, that's what we're looking for. Closing comments. David, what do you think?
I think it was a real good game. We came out, even though we didn't have a good week last week. And we shot the ball well, and we played good defense, and we won the game, and that was good.
Well, congratulations. Ed Warren, closing comments?
I'm just excited about the victory, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming weeks, because we got Jason joining us and also Mono joining us.
Real quick, about a minute or so, we don't have much time left. Talk about the new additions that are here through transfer, one from Texas, one from Colorado. Let's talk about Mondo first.
Mondo, he's a great ball handler. He's going to help us out just with pressuring the ball and just putting a lot of pressure off of Kyle, because Kyle has to run the team a lot.
Okay.
And so when he comes in, he's going to bring a lot of excitement.
And he also is a little bit taller.
Yeah.
So, and he'll help you out, and he's a strong
Yeah.
player inside a little bit as far as getting rebounds and those kind of things. Now, Jason, go ahead and talk about Jason just a little bit. Not much. Let's not get too excited.
He's a great jumper. He can jump real good. He's a slasher, and he's got a nice move to the basket. They should help us a lot.
The big thing is that they've been practicing with us, and watching them in practice and seeing them learning. It's not like they're going to just jump in and not know what's going on. They're going to be able to just kind of acclimate and kind of work in. And then you guys, Warren, you being the captain, kind of keeping things under control out there all the time. I'm noticing that you're bringing guys together at times when, it'd be easy to get excited, but you bring them together and you say, stay focused on the job at hand right now, which is a very good way. And I think that you'll probably be the catalyst for that, as far as those two guys coming in. And folks out there, I'm telling you right now that I didn't want him to get too excited about it, but I've seen this kid jump, and he's a 38-inch vertical leap, and boy can fly. He's been doing things in here our rims that almost is against the law. So come on out and see him. If you can't come out and see him, tune in. Next Friday night will be his debut in Lakerland here on WBTV as we take on Pontiac Central and the Chiefs, the division-leading Chiefs, next Friday night.
For a little bit of revenge.
Revenge. Okay, fellas, thank you very much. Congratulations. Nice job. Good game. All right, guys. Matt, kind of go through the scoreboard real good.
Well, I was waiting for Coach Moore. He said he would bring us the official book out, but he was calling the papers in with that stuff.
We got the official book. We're close enough.
I've been keeping track of it for.
We got Livonia Matt.
He's
never
game.
wrong.
Anyway, But first of all, we'll start with Detroit Colts, who ended up with 49 points. Their leading scorer was Tremaine Dalton. He had 17. Damian Mayo had 13. Chris Leader had 10. And those were the three that we talked about previous to the game. And those three came out and played very well. And then you had a couple of other guys with a few points here and there. Stephen Agamy had 3.
You're right there in the corner.
So Stephen Agamy had 3. Eric Kupitzer had 2. John Babby with 3. For West Bloomfield, leading the way with either 25 or 28. I couldn't remember at the end if I added those last 3 for Warren or not.
Carry the one.
So we'll carry it. And we'll say Warren Woodruff led the way with 28 points, 20 coming in the first half, and the final 8, I believe, coming in the fourth quarter.
Probably the final 8 were at the most important part of the game.
Yeah. And the biggest one, that steal at the end, where he takes the ball away from a very strong player in Tremaine Dalton. Phenomenal play.
Exactly. Ed Richardson was in double figures with 11. Tommy Green 7. David Merritt, as we talked to him here, had 5 big points.
Oh, and big minutes.
Triple at the when the Lakers probably needed it the most.
Yep. Big minutes.
Farrell Kirk with 2, Kyle Flansbaum with 2, and Zach Hilbers with 2. But Zach Hilbers, only scored 2 points, but did an outstanding job all night defensively on the glass, and just out muscling kids for the ball.
Doesn't tell how important Zach Hilbers was to this Laker victory tonight.
He's
2
done
points, but he got the boards and the defense when he absolutely needed to down the stretch.
He's heady, man. He's one of those kind of kids that always has his head up, and he's very unselfish. If Zach and I were playing basketball against 2 other guys and I couldn't shoot, 20% from anywhere, he'd still be feeding me the ball because that's how unselfish he is.
So you'd be hot that day, huh?
I would be hot. Well, I'd be
1 of 5. He's hot. What are you talking about, Matt?
3 of 27 or something like that. But he'd still give me the ball. He's unselfish, is what I'm saying.
Anyway, we're having too much fun.
Yeah, we are. But that was a great win, and every single person around this place was kind of in awe at how West Bloomfield took that game over, and how Troy kind of collapsed at the last, 4 or 5 minutes. Just kind of went to pieces at a time when you can't afford to go to pieces. And I put that all on the fact they don't have a person that can handle the ball.
Yeah, and and then once the fouls started coming, you saw players kind of arguing with each other. You saw other players trying to pull them away from each other. Those kinds of things. We talked right here with Warren Woodruff that he did not allow happen. So
that's right. Hey, he controls where this team's going to go. He is the one that controls the fate of West Bloomfield. It goes through Warren Woodruff, and you know what? I like the chances when it does that.
Yeah.
Let's go over the upcoming games real quick while we have a few moments here. You can tell we got time to kill, guys.
Well, we don't have that much time to kill because we've been here a long time.
But
I know hey, Joe Brandell, I know you're watching this right now, and this plug is for you. The West Bloomfield Lakers did this one for you, buddy. That's what they were telling me.
So on the 18th, whatever that's supposed to mean, on the 18th,
well, the 18th is the date.
If he's still watching, I know you guys are done. If there's anybody out there still watching this, then get a life, for God's sake, get a life.
Man.
They're at Detroit Mumford on the 18th. The 22nd, they're at Lasher. Then the rematch here next, about 10 days from today, on the 25th of January against Pontiac Central.
That's a Friday night, right?
Sits on top. Actually, there's no school that day.
No school, but we'll be playing basketball.
And we'll be here to tape that game for you. As Pontiac Central sits on top of the OAA Division II, and West Bloomfield's in second.
Everybody's looking up. You got Troy Athens in second. You got Troy right now. We're tied with second as they have 2 losses now. We have 2 losses in the league, and I think Troy Athens is right there also.
I forgot about that Troy Athens loss.
So
quality teams coming up. I mean, this is the heart of their schedule, and these are the teams that they need to beat, and that they'll be able to judge themselves on when it comes to playoff time.
We pounded on Losser the first time, so I know Losser's probably going to be working extremely hard to try to kind of switch their fortune, and they've got some talented players over there too.
That's the first game that you and I brought this year about the boys' season. Was the Lasher game.
Yep, we did it.
Minus Livonia.
Yeah,
man.
I wasn't here. I was
He's
not
a scrub that night. He was changing diapers or something.
But yeah, hopefully we'll keep doing this just like we did with the girls' season, and we'll make our way this time to Breslin.
We are going to be following the boys throughout the districts and regionals as far as Golden State tournament. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight, Matt. You know, we always look forward to having your witty comments, as we could say, you know, even though sometimes they stick daggers in us.
Hey, before we close it up, I just want to try this. As we look at the camera right there, we always wanted to try this. We'll give it a shot. Go.
Set.
Nah, he dived like a dead clue. Again, didn't work. That's right.
One more time.
Hey, when you go, set, spike, you're in big trouble. I just want you to know
One
that.
more time so they can get it right.
He said go.
Fight.
Win.
See, that's what we'll close with that right there. In Lakerland,
This is
Don
a-
McClain, Keith Garrison, Livonia Matt Fournier.
This is a WBTV Channel 19 sports production. Good night.